What we would love the community to kind of take away from the project is this sense that art is such a powerful kind of bridge. We could have easily worked on a project to just illuminate the underpass with just typical white light, but we want to step further and use art to really satisfy the lighting component of the project, but then also just to show there is such a huge power in art, and hopefully impact those in the community that may be artists themselves, that are hoping to use their craft in life. And this is just a really visible example of the power of art.
Hello everybody, today we are learning to make an Indian style scrambled egg. It's also called anda bhurji.
It's fulfilling. I kind of have a little bit of a parental instinct towards these. I mean, people have a tendency to look at oysters and not see them as animals, but that's what they are. They're animals, and it's very, very fulfilling to take something from a baby and be able to tend to it, to nurture it, and to give it the best environment it possibly can, and over the course of years, see it grow and see it do well. Yes, it's hard work, but there's just so many intrinsic benefits that come with it. I mean, look at the location we're in right now.
Creative economy is real. Art elicits an emotional response often, which is very powerful. There's a cool factor, right? People like that. They come away changed.
You know, you see it with a lot of these young kids, like their eyes light up when you give them access to things they haven't seen before. You give them a little bit of guidance and show them that there is a pathway to success, there's a pathway to independence. You know, they get excited.
People come for the art because they know or they've heard that it's beautiful or interesting, and in the process they experience something much bigger. They experience a neighborhood and a community that for the most part they probably haven't visited before.
To give us a slightly better understanding of question 1, we have political analyst and registered nurse Joanne Gomez. Nurse Gomez, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure, Charlie. Thank you for having me.
All 3 questions are hot topic issues, but question 1 will have direct effects for medical professionals. Is that correct?
Well, Charlie, it would affect everyone. For starters, ER wait times would increase significantly. That's the last place you want to increase wait time. On top of which, the Massachusetts Nurses Association's proposed ballot would add an estimated $1 billion increase in new costs.
Number 4, human emotion. Emotions are so easily overlooked. They happen so fast and don't really give us a chance to feel what the person is feeling. You want to feel that connection. It doesn't just have to be emotion with the face. Whether it's slamming your head down in frustration, hands on your head, slow motion can capture that true emotion and give your viewer a chance to feel what the person in the film is feeling. Number 3, walking and running. Now I know what you're going to say, Baywatch did this best, and yes they did. They have a prime example of running in slow motion, but that's not what I'm talking about today. But with running and walking, in order to keep it interesting, since this can be a very boring task to watch someone do, you have to get so many different shots of the person, so many different angles, shots of the feet, from behind shots, from in front shots, wide shots, the list goes on. But all of those built together can create a real good immersive experience of someone walking through the woods and really capture your audience.
Payoff round 2. Smoke to left field, Canzone backs up, runner tagging is Rave with some speed. Canzone's throw on the way. Cut off by Eden and the run scores. 2 gone, but a sac fly from Ben Ramirez makes it 2-0.
Situational hitting. Nice piece of hitting from Ben Ramirez, getting a piece, knowing that he's facing a hard fastball from Chriswell who can run it into the mid-90s. Ramirez gets barrel on ball, and it took Canzone deep enough to score Rave. Rave has wheels. And now it doesn't get much easier. I know there's 2 outs on the scoreboard, but this is a guy that can plate both runs on the base paths, including himself with 1 swing of the bat.
Leaning in, holding back, and you're making me work for what I want so bad. And you mess me up, I'm so down to get down like that, yeah. You're twirling your hair and you're dropping your keys, and your lips say goodbye, but your lipstick is saying kiss me. So what you wanna do? Watch your mouth move all night long if I had to. Step it up.
We are out on the road with Barnstable Patrol Officer Spencer Jackson to see what he sees on a typical summer night. Tonight we talk about substance abuse issues that make up the majority of police activity, issues that include the ongoing opioid crisis.
Yeah, things were quiet with overdoses over the winter. Recently we've had an overdose death 2 weeks ago in Hyannis. And then a kid that grew up here overdosed and died in New Bedford. There's been a couple around. It seems to be kind of picking up a bit. Over the spring it was quiet. We didn't go to as many overdose calls as we used to. Last summer we were doing them all the time, like almost every shift, couple of shifts.
We are excited for this first installment of this podcast. And I am really excited about the opportunity to talk about the college application process with our students, particularly how they develop their college essays and where they stand and hope to go when they graduate high school. The voices you'll hear are Hanover High seniors Alex Stacy, Alyssa Nee, Kat Lawrence, Alex Cusick, Drew Carroll, Justy Carney, and Harridan Bottomley.
Technology, the creativity.
Lowell Telecommunications Corporation.
Growing up in Lynn as a b-boy, you know, there's a lot of different stages to it. So obviously when we first started off and my older brother Tony and I first started practicing with the rest of the Bi-Child Breakers, you know, we were very naive to the whole game. We were young, this was new, we had no idea what it was. So for us, it was just something to do. It's part of a much bigger picture. Breaking is a part of hip hop, and as you dig deeper into that, you get to a bit more of a sophisticated level with it. You're learning more of the cultural parts of the dance, you know, of hip hop really. We learned the history that Lynn has with breaking, and Lynn has a very rich breaking history. At that time, I was completely naive too. I think one of the biggest influences to me when I started off in terms of, you know, bridging that gap was, at that time he went by the name of Red.
You fiend, you soulless demon. What is to happen to me? I suppose you'll shoot me with that gun like the coward you are.
No, you will be left to the mercy of Zorka.
Awake, Zorka!
Awake and kill the man who imprisoned you!
Kill Inspector Taylor.
Hi, my name is Charles Espinal. I'm 23. I'm from Salem, Mass, and I train here in Lynn out of Private Jules Fitness. A little bit about my boxing background is I've been boxing for 9 years. I've trained in gyms like West End Gym in Lowell out of Mickey Ward. I've trained out of Haverhill. I've trained out of Peabody.
Hi, my name is Daniel Marte, and I go to KIP, and I'm 12 years old, and I'm a boxer at Private Jules Fitness. What it made me learn was discipline and hard work. I just keep on working hard and stuff, and just like trying to get motivated and stuff. What coaches say to me is like, oh, keep on going, you got this, you got this. And then like they motivate me to keep on trying harder. So like if I'm tired, they like more like talk to me like, oh, you can be you can win, you can do it, and then just not give up.
You know, the kids are the ones that need to get to the next level. So our jobs, our coaches, is to facilitate them to get there.
It's fun to watch other kids learn new stuff.
Pathways helps me be a big sister. It helps me get ready for 4th grade.
I think it's like very fun. I made a lot of friends.
Pathways has definitely helped me give my children, my family, the kind of life that I wouldn't have been able to on my own.
And once people really see Pathways and see it in action and feel the energy of the people involved, I think it leaves a lasting impression.
They have lifelong friendships. They were prepared for kindergarten, and without that funding, I wouldn't be here today.